A young woman who miraculously survived the deadly tsunami that destroyed all of Hong Kong survives for 5 years as best she can in a dilapidated building in the middle of a flooded city. Every minute she remembers that terrible day when a giant wave flooded her city. Asha wakes up from a constant nightmare in which she runs away from the water. Taking a can of food and some dry noodles, she goes to the roof where she has collected supplies of drinking water and built a stove. She boils tea looking at the empty houses around her. And then she takes out a radio and listens to the waves, among which only one offers people salvation. Asha listens to the coordinates she has already memorized, and then gets down to her daily business. Later, with binoculars, she examines the surroundings. A house is collapsing nearby, but this sight is no longer of interest to her. But the carelessness of the people surviving in the neighboring house causes her disapproval. Here she notices a box in the water, goes down, and with the help of a homemade crossbow, pulls it to the window, snatching it from the shark's mouth. Inside is a bottle of alcohol, which Asha uses to wash the wound. She bandages her hand and drinks a couple of sips to relieve the pain. During the day, the woman arranges bath procedures. All her things are hidden in holes disguised as ventilation, so that no one will see that a person lives here. On this day, she begins to observe and immediately realizes that her neighbors have been attacked. She sees several boats and immediately realizes that she has been noticed. Asha hurries to her apartment, destroying her possible traces, and hides behind the double wall of the closet. Soon a group of pirates comes to her house, one of whom claims that he saw someone on this roof. The girl hears them searching her home in search of food and water. The bandits find nothing and leave. At night, Asha dreams of water and her sister drowning again. Waking up, she gets down to her usual business, restoring yesterday's destruction, and climbs up to the roof again. Seeing another box, Asha fishes it out and discovers a small jar of jam among the rotten fruit. But then she sees another box with a girl's body lying on it. However, Asha has already gotten used to this sight, and it does not particularly affect her. She returns to her room where she warms up some tea for herself and suddenly feels movement behind her, but thinks that she just imagined it. Later, lying down on her mattress, she hears a child's cough, but an examination of the room again yields nothing. Then Asha goes to wash herself and, leaving the soap, steps away for a minute. And then the girl grabs a piece of soap. Asha reaches out to grab it, but the girl finds all her caches. Asha remembers how long ago she complained about her parents' conservatism and dreamed of living alone. Here, Asha sees the scattered food and realizes that the guest has found her supplies. Angry, the girl goes to the room where the girl is hiding and finds her sleeping. In the morning, she cooks one portion of noodles for herself. Meanwhile, the girl wakes up and, just like Asha, hides the food and bedding under a pile of junk. Then she sneaks into the girl's room and finds her hiding place, where she keeps family photos. But the girl notices her and she runs away. Later, Asha returns to the kitchen and brews another portion of noodles. The parents gave the younger one a family necklace from their grandmother, which was supposed to go to the eldest. But the stepmother thought that she already had too much jewelry. Now Asha is wearing this necklace, and she intends to make friends with the little girl. However, she does not answer her questions and has to leave. And only after she leaves, the girl takes a jar of noodles. Later, she returns the stolen food to Asha. And the next morning, the girl makes 2 more portions and goes to the roof with her jar, where the girl finds it. At night, the girl finds her bed made with clean linen and cries from the unusual care. The girl admits that she used to cry every night and misses her mother very much. She will build a boat and sail away to her. And her name is Hey Hai. From that day on, the girl and the girl try to build a relationship. Asha tries to convey to her the rules of survival, but the girl is more attracted to her necklace. Sometime later, Asha discovers that the jewelry is missing, and of course, asks Hey Hai about it. But then she hears voices and notices pirates. Asha runs into Hey Hai's room and shows her how they are smashing their neighbors, who were caught off guard. Later, she admits that she has a shelter in case the bandits come. And when the girl swims away, she will survive here because there is nothing else anywhere. Asha asks to give her the necklace, but the child assures that she did not take it. At night, the girl again sees in her dream many drowned people, including her half-sister. Hai Hai wakes her up from the nightmare. Later, the girl notices an apartment that Asha never enters. She explains that it smells terrible there, and it is better not to look there. In the past, there were reports everywhere about floods that wiped out entire countries. That day, her father reminded them that they needed to visit the grave of their ancestors, but the girl had other plans. Another scandal begins, and Asha announces that she intends to leave this house, just to not hear it. In the present, Hey Hey catches messages with coordinates and runs to Asha and says that they need to find a boat. But the woman explains that they do not know where and how long to sail, and who is sending these signals is also unknown. Hey accuses her of cowardice and leaves. Later, Asha sees a girl building a raft from plastic bottles, and she shows her a flare gun found in the ruins. Asha hides it in the room, and the girl assures that it is also unsafe here and promises to protect her friend. In the morning, Asha wakes up Hey because it starts to rain and she needs help. They go to the roof, where many different dishes are placed, where rainwater accumulates. Together, they pour it into bottles and heat it for washing. Hey finds Asha's necklace, the clasp of which broke, which is why it was lost. Later, she tries to tell the girl about it, but she suddenly says that she is glad that the thing that reminded her of the bad is gone, and suggests celebrating the rainy season. The girl runs off to get groceries, and Asha sees the lost photo with her sister. The couple have dinner and go to bed. Asha finds the necklace under the pillow and realizes that she lost it herself. In the morning, she makes a strong raft for Hey. Asha remembers how she said goodbye to her sister near the house when a giant wave crashed into the city. Asha twists the necklace in her hands and then wakes up Hey. She apologizes and gives the jewelry to the girl as a keepsake. The next day, they collect supplies. Headphones pop out of Hey's player and loud music is heard throughout the building. Asha hurries to turn off the player so that no one can hear this sound and decides to postpone sailing. They disguise the raft with some junk and return to the surface. In the morning, Asha watches the ocean and then brings the girl hot food. And then they hear screams outside the window. The couple quickly disguises the dwelling, after which Asha hides Hey in the closet and promises that after the bandits leave, she will be in the apartment that smells bad. The pirates begin a thorough search. Asha enters the apartment, which turns out to be her own, and her parents smell. She hides. Meanwhile, one of the bandits enters Asha's apartment and searches it, but finds her parents and runs away. She remembers how she and her sister ran up the stairs, escaping from the water, and one of the gang members at this time finds the closet where Hey is hiding. Asha hears screams and again remembers how she ran up the stairs while her sister asked her to wait for her. But when the girl had already gotten to the roof, her sister was gone, and Asha's grandmother's necklace was found in her jacket. Then on the roof, she screamed in pain of loss, but she could no longer do anything. Now she hears Hey's voice, and Asha is found and dragged to the exit. Later, one of the bandits intends to force her, but the captain orders her to get down to business. Tied up, Asha is taken to the parapet, and she sees a boat below, on which Hey and all the other bandits are already loading their food supplies. Asha notices a disc fragment and pretends to fall. The bandit tries to lift her up and gets a cut. He drowns Asha, and she finds a hidden flare gun and shoots him in the face. On the boat, they understand what happened and return to the house. They disperse to their apartments trying to find the girl. When one man finds her, Asha beats him to death with an electric guitar. Taking a knife, she continues the hunt. When the second bandit hears the radio and looks into the room, the girl attacks him. However, he grabs the girl, but reaches for the knife and finishes the job. Then she deals with the woman, locking her in the burning kitchen. In the struggle with the last one, she comes across a lamp, and when the light comes on again, she destroys the bandit. But then a shot is heard. It turns out that the youngest member of the gang opened fire. Asha runs to the roof. He catches up, but when the boy gets there, the girl jumps out onto the stairs and slams the iron door. He begs her not to leave him alone, but when Ash is about to open it, he shoots at the door. Then she simply turns around and leaves. Asha goes down and sees the last pirate, who is guarding Hey. She shoots at him with a crossbow, but misses. The girl understands what happened, and while the bandit peers into the water, trying to figure out what the hell just flew in, Hey pushes him and he falls. But the girl also flies after her. Asha jumps after her. The man dies in the jaws of a shark, while Asha and Hey get out on the boat. She admits that she understands the girl, because it is difficult to make a good choice when you only have terrible options in front of you. They sail away from the city, and in the morning the girl wakes up and sees a girl who gives her a jam. They turn on the radio and set a course for the sounding voice promising salvation.